with the Gold Ambassador. So
Okay.
I'd like you to start out with tell me about the Gold Ambassador.
Well, Gold Ambassador is a program that the company announced last year in Nashville, and it's part of the compensation plan. And what it's intended to do is to give new people some instant income by bringing people into the company. It has many aspects to it that I think are absolutely wonderful. One is the fact that we are now in 6 countries, and I believe that Roger Barnett's plans are to take her to 50 other countries. And in order to sponsor people in outside of the United States, you need to become a global ambassador. And so the Gold Ambassador includes the Gold Ambassador program, which is about a $90 or $100 application. In addition to that, it includes about $200 worth of products. And it includes an entry level into the company at a business level, and it also gives you a certificate that allows you to get up to $75 to $100 worth of products on your next $100 PV order. And I believe the company plants 5 trees in your name, and it's an outstanding opportunity to build while you're part of the organization to the 4th level, where you would collect ad infinitum. And basically there's leverage so that you collect a bonus on the products, on the ambassador programs that you sell.
Yeah. There's a lot to it, and one of the things that's fascinated me about it is the compensation plan. Now, when it was announced in Nashville, and Iris and I got back to our room and looking through all this stuff that we had together trying to sort out what had happened that day, because it was such a fantastically exciting day. And we looked at this, and I said, let's see how this works. Now, I know they're paying out $125 in bonuses on each new Gold Ambassador.
Right.
And that's divided up in different ways depending on the upline and also on your level. At phase 1, you get $50 for each one you personally sponsor.
Right.
And at phase 1, you only get $50.
Right.
That's why you don't want to stay at phase 1.
No, you don't.
And you don't have to stay at phase 1. You have to sponsor 3 directly.
Right.
And then have 9 more in there for a total of 12.
Right.
So they call it the 3 and 12 plan.
Right.
For phase 1. Now, anybody that sponsors 2nd level in that phase 1, I don't get anything out of it.
Right.
But they get $50, the person who sponsored them directly,
right.
And the rest of it moves on up the line
right.
to either the phase 2, phase 3, or phase 4 person above it.
Right. Right.
Now, let's just suppose that in my case, I was at phase 1, and Ray and Marion Gabrodi, who are my first level upline, they're in phase 4. Nice place to be.
Absolutely.
So I sponsor somebody, and I get $50, and they get $75
right.
for the total of $125.
Right.
Now, if there was a phase 2 between us, and I was in their phase 2, I would get $50, they would get $25, and Ray and Marion would get $50
right.
for a total of $125.
Right.
Now, it doesn't matter how deep that goes. All the phase 1 people, I make $50 off the ones I directly sponsor.
Right.
But I don't make anything off of the people that they sponsor.
Right. So you live what they pay.
So we talked about that, and we said, if we have somebody that's starting out, Gold Ambassador, and they've got their phase 1 people, we're going to work under them with their first level phase Gold Ambassador, phase 1, and build that as fast as we can to get them to phase 2.
Right.
Now, we still get $25 because we're phase 2.
Right.
We get $25 for everybody they sponsor, but the person we're helping out wouldn't be getting anything.
Right.
So we want them to be concentrating on getting to phase 2 as fast as possible.
Quickly as possible, yeah.
Now, if they're at phase 2 under us and we're still at phase 2, then we don't get anything off the people in that, but we're still getting off of their phase one people.
Right.
Ad infinitum,
Right.
all the way down. Now, this works genius in helping to motivate not only the people to move up to phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4,
Right.
but also for me as phase 2 to help my people get to phase 2 as fast as possible.
Absolutely.
I want them to build, and it forms a partnership of contributing to each other's success in this. They contribute to my success because I brought them in.
Right.
And it's just really neat this way. One of the things that isn't explained on some of the information that's a little bit deep on this, and I don't want to go too deep, but if somebody in, let's say, our first level gold one in phase 2, gold ambassador in phase 2, they sponsor somebody, and they are still in phase 1, but that person goes to phase 2. Now they still got the $50 from their phase 1 people, and I got $25 on that.
Right.
And if those people stayed at phase 1, I would still be getting $25 for everybody that they sponsored down the line. But if they move to phase 2, they get that $25.
Right.
And what do I get out of it?
Yeah.
I get the volume.
Yeah.
I want those people to move up.
Right.
I don't want them to stay down at phase 1. It is my best interest and their best interest to move on up.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to really concentrate on helping those people move out of phase 1. Sure, I'm going to be, in the meantime, sponsoring people directly in my phase 2 so that I can get up to phase 3.
Right.
And Ray and Marion are going to help me do that.
Certainly.
They're going to work with me to do that because they're upline from me. And they would love to see me get to phase 4, where I got all their bonus out of it. But they're still collecting bonus off my phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 people.
Right.
It's just pure genius. It's exciting to me.
It's pretty exciting, and it's actually, in some ways even difficult to explain that so many levels down that you could achieve such a return.
Yeah.
And it's obviously whoever thought up the program really, I gather it's been thought of and what's the word? It's when you put a patent on it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it is a patented compensation plan.
A patented compensation plan, and the company announced that it will be in existence forever. So,
yeah, that's an exciting point too, because so many programs a company will start with, and it sounds really great, and you really get into it, and you got all your stuff, lined up, and you're working it, the pipeline's full, you're moving the people through, and then suddenly they say, oh, we got a new program.
Right.
And that new program just means that you got to start all over again.
Right.
But Roger said, this one is permanent. This is the one we're sticking with.
Right.
And I love that.
Yeah. Well, the whole emphasis is to get you to phase 4 to become a master coordinator and collect on infinitum.
Yeah.
So that's,
because
it's really advantageous for the company and advantageous for anybody who participates in the program.
Absolutely. It's a tremendous incentive program.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not only that, Roger made a comment about the Gold Ambassador I really love. He said, folks, I spent 5 years and $20 million finding this company,
right.
and then I spent over $300 million buying it. He says, and you get all the benefit for $299. You don't have to hunt for it. You don't have to invest huge amounts of money. It's only $299, and you got all the same potential that Roger has.
Absolutely.
Unlimited.
Absolutely.
So it's an exciting program. It's a program that, Iris did a sheet where she laid out what the value of the Gold Ambassador is. It costs you $299, but the value of it is over $500.
Absolutely. If you add up the 3 months of having your website that the company pays you back and reimburses you, if you add up even just becoming a member, but in this case becoming a gold ambassador, that's $90 to $100.